Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be attempting my first sew-in ever. So I'm going to take you guys through every single step of bleaching and plucking the lace, braiding down my hair, sewing in the tracks, everything. And if you're curious to see how this turns out, definitely keep watching.
Nobody else had a clue what I could do, what I could do.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be using some hair that I got from Amazon, which is in my storefront. I got a 16-inch closure and then an 18, 20, and 22-inch of deep wave. So I got this hair for like 130 bucks on Amazon. So that means obviously this closure is not the best quality. The lace is pretty thick, and of course it doesn't match at all my skin tone. So I'm first going to go in and bleach the knots. So I sprayed the hair back with some Ebin lace spray just to keep the hair out of the way so it doesn't get bleached. Then I'm going to go in with some BW2 and a 20 volume developer. You can use a higher volume developer if you want to, but I haven't bleached knots in a long time, so I wanted it to take a while so I have a chance to watch it and like not accidentally over bleach the knots. Also, I saw on TikTok that if you add some blue hair dye to your bleach mixture, it will help to tone down the brassiness of your knots. So that's what I did. I'm just going to mix the mixture until it becomes the consistency I want, adding some more developer as I go. And this is my first mistake. I made it way too thick. It was the consistency of toothpaste, which I think contributed to a problem I'm going to say in a second. And also this right here was a mistake. I sprayed some Ebin spray on the lace to prevent it from the bleach from like seeping through the lace and bleaching the actual hair, but it made this process take like an hour to bleach, and I think I still under bleached the knot, so don't do that. But anyways, so I'm just going to take my bundles and I'm going to just rinse them off, and I'm going to keep them in the order that of the length, that way I don't forget. So like 18, 20, and then 22. And I'm going to add some conditioner and just kind of co-wash the bundles to get like the, you know, the hair smell out of it, and just to soften the hair and just make it easier to sew onto my head. Then once I'm done, I'm just going to rinse the conditioner out and then dry the hair with a really old t-shirt that I've had forever. So just use something you don't care about just in case you accidentally get bleach or something on it. So after like 2 hours, the lace was finally tinted, but you can see I did sort of bleach a little bit the front of the hair, but it's okay because when you pluck it, it won't be noticeable. So I'm going to just rinse off all of that bleach. And I actually under bleached the knots. I should have bleached it longer, but I thought because it was taking forever that I was over bleaching it. So that was a mistake I made. But I'm going to take some purple shampoo to further like tone down the brassiness of those knots. I'm going to put it all over the hair and then apply a bunch just onto the lace. And I'm going to let this sit for like 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, this is what it looks like, and I'm actually pretty impressed even though I did under bleach it. So now it's time to pluck the closure. Mannequin head I also got from Amazon, and I'm just going to hold down the closure with some T-pins that I got from the beauty supply store. So I want to do a middle part, so I'm first just going to part the hair to make sure I'm not over plucking the part so I know where it is. Then I'm going to take some fresh tweezers that I bought that are specifically made for this, and I'm first just going to part off the part that you would usually use for your edges so I don't over pluck it. And I'm going to start plucking behind that line. And as you can see, I'm just plucking and I skip a space and I pluck and I skip a space, and I keep doing that down the hair. And then once I'm done, I flip over that edge piece and just slightly pluck it. So again, plucking, skipping a space, plucking, skipping a space, then I'm parting and then doing it again behind what I just parted, pluck, skip a space, and I just repeat this until it looks how I want it to look. If you guys want a detailed plucking tutorial, I definitely can do that, but there are some great ones on YouTube. That's how I learned, and I'm not like the greatest. I just can do it, you know, decently well to, you know, it works for me. But this is what it looked like at the end, and I think it looked really good. But of course, this lace still was way too light for my skin tone. I went in with my Ebin lace tint in medium brown, and I just sprayed that on the lace. I love this. I use this for all of my wigs. It's so much easier than using foundation. I'm telling you, grab it up and look at that. perfect, blending in perfect. Like, this lace really was crap, so we did a good job. Okay, so now on to prepping my hair. My hair is freshly washed and blow dried. I just posted a wash day video, so go check that out if you're interested. And I have a ton of videos on how I blow dry my hair in my natural hair playlist. But I just blow dried my hair after applying my leave-in conditioner and my hair butter like normal. My hair butter is restocked if you are interested. And I also decided to give myself a fresh trim, which I did post on my social media, like I think my Instagram. And I hate posting trim videos because it's always that one that's like, you need to cut more off, your ends are bad, you need to just cut your hair, blase, blase, blase. Hey, and I'm just like, why is somebody so pressed about what I do to my head? Obviously, I'm trimming correctly because my hair is long and healthy. So you do it your way, I'm gonna do it my way. Anyways, after I blow dried my hair, I twisted all the sections up just to keep it out my way. So I'm just undoing my hair because we are about to braid it down. But y'all, look, my hair has gotten so long. And I'm actually about to do a silk press because I had like the sponsorship thing. So that video is going to be coming soon. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, my hair has grown so much in like the past year. It's insane. But anyways, we're just gonna go with the simple braiding pattern. Y'all, I'm not the best braider, so I just kind of did like small braids. And then one thing I was like trying to figure out when I was looking up videos about doing a sewing was like how they got all the braids to lay so flat. And I saw people like were connecting the braids to the braid behind it, and so I tried it and I think it worked a little bit, but the back of my head was a little bit bulky because I just have a lot of hair. So I don't know, maybe when I try it again I'll do a different braiding pattern, but this one was pretty simple. So I'm just gonna let y'all watch me braid my hair.
I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I must leave a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me by that work, 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 work. Da, 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 da. When you walk out, da, da, da.
Okay, so once I was completely finished, I went ahead and just kind of saw where I wanted the closure to lay. Y'all know I got a widow's peak, so the closure kind of would lay too far front, so I decided to shave it back. Even though I was trying to grow it, I decided to shave it back a little bit. Then I added some spray and just kind of pushed my edges back so it wouldn't be poking out since it's a closure and not a lace front. And don't be mad, but I did have to sew like the closure on off camera. I literally could not see in my viewfinder or my phone. So I decided to do it off camera, but I did catch a couple clips of me sewing in these tracks. And I will say, the people, like the stylists, they make it look so easy. I'm just like, how do they sew these tracks in so seamlessly and like in perfect little neat lines? And I was struggling, y'all, because I just couldn't see the back of my head, and I just didn't know like if I was sewing them too close together or too far apart, or if I was gonna run out of room. But thankfully I didn't. It worked out pretty well. I did like double tracks, and I didn't cut any of the wefts until the very end. And I used all 3 of my bundles except for like a tiny bit of the last bundle, and this only took me like an hour just because I was just trying to figure out how to place everything. But definitely if I did this again, this would only take like 45-30 minutes. So honestly, this was probably the easiest part, honestly.
Rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need a face to face. You can pick the time and the place. You will spend some time away. Now you need to forward and give me all the work.
once I finished sewing in the tracks, I was starting to get a little excited. Once I took my closure down and saw how everything was coming together, I did have to fix this part because it was absolutely atrocious. But I was liking what I was seeing so far. I was getting excited. Okay, so I took my eyebrow razor and cut the lace of the closure. I tried to cut it as close to the hair as possible because I didn't want to do baby hairs and I wanted it to blend really well. And then I just took my Ebin lace spray and glued down the wig. I don't use actual wig glue because, as y'all see, my hairline's very low, and that would mean I would have to put wig glue on my actual hair and my edges, and I like to keep those things. So I just use wig spray, and I just laid down the wig with my band. And while I did that, I defined the hair, just put a lot of water on it, put some product on it, and just defined it.
Something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work. To me, I be work. You see me do me dirt. Something about that work.
So I did end up cutting the hair, and actually ended up cutting it more, which you'll see later in the video. I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of long hair anymore. Just not my thing. I like mid-length hair or short hair. I don't know. I just feel like it looks more mature, I guess. Maybe because I just look younger than I am. A lot of people don't believe I'm about to be 24, so that sucks. But anyway, this is the next day, and I'm just shaping the hair again. And honestly, y'all, I don't know why I got deep wave. I don't like deep wave. It's like two in between. It's like either it's not curly enough to give me the volume I want, but it's not straight enough to give me like the look I want. I don't know. But then I took some of this shine spray and I sprayed this on the hair to give it some shine, and yeah, and I just kept playing with it. So I think for my first time I did a pretty good job. I did end up taking this hair out though after about a week because I ended up cutting it to shoulder length, and I just really didn't like it. And I originally wanted this to be a glueless sew-in, and so I wanted to redo it and try it to see if I could get a glueless sew-in, which I ended up doing with some brown hair, which y'all saw if y'all follow me on TikTok or Instagram. But yeah, I think for my first time I did pretty well. Okay guys, well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, put that notification on so you don't miss any of my uploads. I'm going to start posting some more small business content, which I know y'all love, so make sure you don't miss it. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok for daily content, and check out my hair care products if you're interested in getting some products to help you promote hair growth. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Tell me what you see in me.